Okay, I hope you can hear the sound on this, and I will try to show you a couple of things with this piece of fabric here. It's just a random piece of fabric, and I'm going to try and make sure that everything is actually on film. So there's usually a right side and a wrong side to the fabric. It's not always that obvious, and to be honest, on a piece of fabric that is a plain weave, what we talked about, it doesn't really matter that much. You can actually use either side, whatever side you prefer. You'll notice on this piece of fabric, this is actually the right side and it is a little bit shinier. This is the wrong side. On the wrong side, the green medallions are a little bit shinier, but the background is a little bit less shiny. Flip it around again, and you can see that on the right side, the green medallions are a little bit duller, and the background is a little bit shinier. So that's the right side and the wrong side of a fabric. Some fabrics like velvet have a very obvious right side, where the right side is the fuzzy side and the wrong side you can immediately tell. This is the cut edge. You can see it's going to fray. On some fabrics are going to fray more than others, and so the cut edge is very obvious. So the cut edge is the top of the fabric. If you lay the cut edge, I'm trying to lay this so you can see, the cut edge is where the warp goes down, okay, and the weft is along the cut edge. So when you start at the cut edge, in either direction, pulling it this way or pulling it down, it's going to be the least stretchy. Taking that cut edge and going in either direction, you have your two selvage edges. Hold this up, make sure the camera is getting both. In this particular fabric, the two selvage edges are slightly different, but selvage edges, you'll see they usually have some holes on them. This is where the fabric is held by hooks and where the weaving takes place. And the selvage edges do not fray. Although they may look like they're going to fray, they're not going to fray. Typically cut these off because they can pull a little bit funny under. If you don't cut them off, make sure to sew. Make sure to put your seam line completely behind where the selvage edge is, so it doesn't pull funny. Now, I'm going to show you something on this fabric. So this piece of fabric, this is actually a silk cotton blend. It is completely non-stretchy normally, but if I take this and I pull this, let's see if I can try to show this to you. If I actually take this and I pull this diagonally, I don't know if you can see this, there is actually a little bit of stretch. Can you see that? You get a little bit more diagonally. Can you see that? That is on the bias, basically taking it and going diagonally. That is what, there we go. Can you see that? That is on the bias. That is going diagonally or corner to corner. And all fabrics, even this completely non-stretchy fabric, are going to have a little bit of stretch when you cut it on the bias. So whether you want to cut it on the bias or not, it is very important to know that you're cutting on the bias.